Well, we're just driving past the tavern here, the pub, that is brilliant service, brilliant people. The camping is for free hot showers, amenities, all that stuff. It's fantastic. We've just come down to have a look at this break wall that broke yesterday, the sandbar, and it looks like a different river. We can see a big sandbar out in the middle because the river's obviously gone down so much that it's made that much of a difference. You can see here on the road, the dirt on the road there, the big ring going around towards those wooden poles over there. That's where the water was yesterday before the sandbag broke out there. So you can see the water's gone down like by probably 5-6 feet at least, maybe 7 feet, and it's revealed more sand and dirt and grass and whatnot around here. You can actually see there's a walking track around there. That was more than a foot underwater there. It's because of the amount of rain that they've had in the last few days. The river filled up and it made the sandbank out the front break. So the last couple of movies would have shown the start of the break, the end of the day, what it looked like, and now the next day I'm going to fly the drone over just for a quick look, just to see what the difference is overnight and if it's down to sea level and if the river's still flowing out or not. Well, I just mentioned that footpath there, and there's already this morning people using it. It goes right around to the sandy area, and then you can walk right out. You can walk right out and around to the sandbar or down the other way to the beach. It's good to see people being able to use it again. Yeah, wow, that's a completely different river today. You can see the sandbars out in the middle. None of that was there the last few days that we've been here. And the water level was up into the car park, but that's all gone back to normal. So you can also tell that the river system, when I flew over the top of it, it wasn't flowing. So it's down to sea level, so that's as low as it's gonna go. And now they have a river mouth. So this is a good place, I highly recommend it. It's right beside Lake's entrance, and it's called Lake Tyre Beach. It is a beautiful place. You obviously can't just camp wherever you want, because the pub has got probably over an acre, caters for nearly 10 caravans. You can stay there for free. Free power, hot showers, whatever you want. You're not even obligated to go to the pub, but that's the whole idea. It's to get people in for meals and drinks. But we went there one night. We didn't even go there last night. The weather was really bad, so we stayed in the caravan and we cooked those beautiful chicken fillets and veggies. It was quite an enjoyable night. We're into bed early and up early today and back on the road. Thank you, Heather. So we've just spotted some little baby cygnets, little baby swans. Check this out. If I'm not careful, the mum will come and attack me. I probably can't go any closer. Beautiful, gracious bird. Margaret's yelling out, go closer, go closer. She knows what the mum and dad will do. They just run at you and try and fight you. Little baby cygnets, absolutely gorgeous. In the main street of Lake's entrance. Talk about wombats, have a go at this bloke. Thinks he runs the show. Oh no, that's you, isn't it, Margaret? That's right. Wow, have a look at the detail in this. Wow, what an absolutely beautiful, I'm speechless, this place is magic, absolute magic. You're either one of us or you're not, it is what it is.
Sorry? You came out in 1888. No, he came to Australia in 1928.
1928.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, that's right.
That's awesome.
When he painted here on his own, no one helped him. He used to, that's where Baruka, when he first painted, he painted the four evangelists, the gospel riders. Mark and Matthew here on the left-hand side, and Luke and John on the right-hand side on the other side. Okay? They're the four gospel riders. Okay?
Yep.
If we have a look up here, the Last Judgment, that's right, he didn't get on with the house tip, so he painted over in hell. If you have a look up in the ceiling, there's about 400 seraphims, the little angels.
Mr. St. Peter. On the opposite side is St. Paul.
Look at the window, right over here, the fifth one, is the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Baby Jesus. The centre window. Even today, not long ago, Padre Pio of Petricino, southern Italy, he had this big martyrs across as well. When he had bilocation, he was able to say Mass in two places at once. He was able to say when he went to say Mass here, and he would say Mass at the same time.
So there's a somewhat spiral staircase that goes up in there. If you hadn't noticed on the drone, about 3/4 of the way up before it goes pointy, there's a deck up there where if you arcs nicely, you're actually allowed to go up there and have a look. I've been up the top of a few churches when I was younger, more than once, mainly St Mary's in Geelong, and if you've been watching the films where I film churches, the workmanship, the artistry is absolutely as best as it can come. These places have been built by God. us the tour guide through St Mary's Church. At the end there, I shook his hand and said thanks, and I showed him a little bit of drone footage on my phone of what we'd just done outside, and he was gobsmacked. He couldn't believe it. And I said, yeah. I said, we travel around Australia in a helicopter. It's parked out the front on the lawn. And he goes, what? Really? And then Margaret started laughing and said, no, it's just a drone. But I had him hook, line and sinker. He thought we were in a helicopter out the front. Irrigation system there for sale. Sure, one of the farmers will wrap that up. It's what they spray or give their crops a drink with, depending on what they're growing. another St Mary's Catholic Cathedral. Must be getting close. I can see the Moe Traralgon power station there in the distance. We must be getting close to home. We're 150 k's from Melbourne, but we're going around through Sorrento and over on the ferry. That is the first time Margaret has had a sleep beside me in the car in over 36,000 kilometres. We're 150 to 180 kilometres from home, going around via through Sorrento, over on the ferry to Queenscliff, back into Geelong. It's the first time I've seen her asleep in the whole 225 days around Australia. Normally doesn't miss a trick. We've just pulled up on the side of the road right beside Hazelwood, where there's easily Victoria's biggest open cut coal mine. We're going to fly the drone over it and check it out. There it is behind me. We'll go up and have a look. Well, that's the icing on the cake for me as far as drones go. That was over 4 kilometres away, and when it was halfway out there, it started pouring rain. It's still spitting now, and the wind was, it was 80 plus kilometre an hour winds. It was very, very windy. I could see it flying across the I had the controller on flying straight, and the whole thing was crooked, flying sideways from the wind, and it's still done what I wanted it to do and come back safe and sound. Like I said, that's the icing on the cake. These drones, the smart drones, can go anywhere for you. So the Morwell Moe power station that I mentioned about 10 minutes ago, I could see it in the distance. Well, now it's right beside the highway and I can't see it because of all the trees. So I've pulled over, the drone's going up. If you're wondering what it is, it's the Moe at Morwell power station, fed by the coal that comes out of that open cut mine that I just showed you with the drone. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Dandenongs there in the background.
Getty's beautiful. Well, here we are. We're just coming into the main street
of Mornington. It was only 7.5 weeks ago Margaret and I flew out of Townsville down to Melbourne. We spent 3 days at home for Reese and Jenny's wedding out there at Batesford. It was a fantastic weekend, and myself and a few mates, I think there was a dozen of us, rode down here and rode all the way around the Mornington Peninsula actually, and got on the boat at Sorrento and back to Queenscliff and home, which is similar to what Margaret and I are going to do in the morning. And then on the following day, that was on the Saturday, then on the Sunday we done a mental health fundraiser with a couple of different groups, and there was over 470 riders that all met on the Geelong waterfront. We rode down the coast, had coffee and barbecue and all that. I like to leave a bit early because I like to get on an aeroplane and go back to Townsville to finish what we're doing right now. What an amazing adventure. So this is the main street of Mornington where we are. When we get down here to the hotel that we're going to have dinner at, we'll be able to see our hometown across the other side of Port Phillip Bay into Corio Bay, and we'll be able to see our hometown Geelong. So it'll be an amazing experience, and into Rosebud in the morning to Arthur's seat, on the gondola, just as something to do, bit of fun, reminisce, all that sort of stuff. And then we're on the Sorrento Sea Road ferry, and we might even get a bit of lunch, fish and chips, if the timing works out in Sorrento. And after that, it'll be back through Geelong. There'll be limited footage going through Geelong. There will be other films on Geelong and District coming up in the up and coming weeks. But other than that, we will be home. Back to Buffalo Avenue. Mum will get the hell of a surprise because we've stalled a few videos to make Mum and my sons and friends think that we're still a fair way from home, and we're not. We're within a couple of hours, so we will see them tomorrow. A few of you ghost riders are watching, and we've been here a few times on our bikes just for a break and, you know, a beverage and lunch and whatever. Beautiful old pub, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, we're going in for dinner. If you focus, you can see the high rises over there in Melbourne. Like I said, over there I can see the land. That's where Margaret and I reside every night, in Geelong, straight over there. And right now we're at the Royal Hotel in Mornington. We are literally an hour and a half from Geelong. What an adventure we have just had. You can actually lease some of these little cabins out. I believe most of them are just for storage. I don't think you can stay here overnight or anything like that, but I'm sure it's all on the internet. Well, I'm pretty sure that Margaret and I and Kurt have found our camp for the night. The drone's going up, I'll give you a look at it. We're in Mornington and it's beautiful out here. Well, Margs, we've made it to Mornington after 220 plus days, and we are under 24 hours from home. What do you think about what's been going on the last 8 months?
Well, it's always good to see home, but a little bit too soon. But
It's a bit sad coming home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Weather-wise, just everything we saw in the trip, people we met.
we want to go back on another holiday, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It won't be long. We're doing Tassie after Christmas, so that'll be fun. And I am looking forward to seeing Mum and some close friends and Kurt's girlfriend, Fassa, the little fox terrier. That'll be fun.
Yeah, he's waiting to see her.
Is there anyone in particular that you are looking forward to seeing?
My dad.
Your dad,
My dad.
Al. Margaret's going to be there probably tomorrow. Should be good. It's been an amazing adventure. So tomorrow you're going to see a little bit of footage on the Mornington Peninsula and as well as Sorrento and on the boat, and a little bit from the boat to into Geelong. Kurt's done a runner, that's why Margaret's lost
He's
a bit
over
interest.
there.
Oh, he's right over there near the water. Kurt, he's a friggin' outlaw, that dog, and I don't know where he gets it from. Probably from Margaret.
Yeah, not likely. From his
Hey,
dad.
from Margaret. But anyway, you'll see that tomorrow, and it's home for Margaret and I.
Until next time.
Woohoo! Yeah, Aussie Adventures!
Aussie Adventures.
Yeah! Woohoo!